cyberpunks and retro nerds? Welcome back to another episode of Neon Trash. Johnny Rocket here, Tommy the Hammer there. Tonight I'm picking out of my homeboy Heavy G's tiny, diminutive little stash. He used to have a ton of movies. I digress. Anyway, this is from my dude Heavy G. I picked through his stash and came across this little nuggets called frogs, and I was like, I think I remember this from like there was like 1 week when we were kids on like channel 43. They were like, it was like one like monster movie, like animal monster movie per week. They did like worms, ants. Time to refresh my memory, I guess, on frogs. This is due for a rewatch.
I mean, I agree. I haven't watched it in a hot minute myself, and I was just telling John about a day or so ago that I barely remember what this film is about. But come on, horror movie, frogs. Frogs themselves are perfect fodder for a horror film. Without further ado, guys, check out that motherfucking trailer.
Peep that shit.
And when we get back, you guys are going to know our opinions on the movie Frogs.
Ribbit.
Bud. Lies.
Crappy movie.
Frogs lay hundreds of millions of eggs each year. What if they all hatched?
I don't believe it.
American International Pictures presents Frogs, the story of the day nature strikes back. One by one, they faced extinction from a slithering tidal wave of terror.
I still believe man is master of the world.
Does that mean he can't live in harmony with the rest of it?
Frogs, starring Ray Milland, Sam Elliott, Joan Van Ark, Adam Rourke, and Judy Pace. Frogs, an American International picture, rated PG. Today, the pond. Tomorrow, the world.
Alright folks, we just got done watching Frogs, and I gotta say, this was absolutely nothing like I expected it to be. I expected like super extra schlocky B horror movie goodness, rubber suits and prosthetics and like some like gore. We did get a little bit of blood here and there, but I mean, Tom noted this was actually rated PG, but it's like a 70s PG, so you might still get a few things that aren't quite what we think of as PG today.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know, and we finally do get that, but it builds it up. Like, this movie ends up being such a slow burn, and really, like, even though you get lots of frogs and all kinds of other animals and things, you know, and it still like keeps like building, and you're like, when are things really gonna? I mean, it's. You know, but it gives you enough, like it introduces characters you like. We got like a message of like, I mean, it was pretty like forward thinking and like, I don't know, it was crazy social commentary.
Yeah.
Like, I was not expecting, like, you get our main character and he's taking all these nature photographs and all these animals and whatnot, and suddenly he's seeing all this, like, trash and, like, runoff and waste and just garbage in the water, and it's like, dang, like, it's really got something to say, and, like, suddenly, we're getting this, like, nature's revenge tale. Like, I was expecting, I mean, you look at the cover, you got some lady with her arms up in a swamp being swallowed by quicksand with alligators and ham hanging out the frogs. Like, this screams like horror movie. Yeah, exactly. Just absolute garbage, trash, which is, of course, what we live for here on Neon Trash, to be sure.
If you aren't accustomed to a slower pace, if you want a lot more gore, if you want more special effects, you're going to be sorely wanting. But if you understand where this movie's coming from, it was the whole nature's revenge, animals gone crazy genre that was really popular in the 1970s and the early 1980s. Then you might find something to enjoy with this. But outside of that, this movie's definitely, I mean, like I said, it's a product of its time. So a young person might be coming into this film and watch it with jaded eyes or at least watch it and be like, what the fuck is this?
A movie like this definitely requires a certain level of patience that maybe folks today don't have as much as they used to.
Yeah, it's a slow burn.
Like society in general has already gone through so much of this kind of thing. It's wild that, this was like 50 years ago. People were starting to realize that, whoa, let's pump the brakes on this whole, disposable nature of everything and just like throwing stuff away, like not caring about like where it's gonna go, where it's gonna end up. Is it even going to like break down, or is it just gonna be in this matter, in this state, and like not doing anything?
Will it affect the wildlife? Will it not affect the wildlife? Like,
yeah. And it's like, how much of a lesson have we learned here?
If we're to break down this movie into basic cinematic experience, like I wouldn't say Frogs is necessarily riveting, or should I say riveting experience. Jesus. Star counts. John, kick it off.
I'm going to give this movie some decent high marks. I'm going to go with an 8 out of 10.
Oh.
Actually.
I'm not going to go as high as Johnny Rocket here. I'm leaning 6.5, maybe a flat 7 out of 10. There was a lot of wheel spinning going on in this. Sam Elliott's great. He's always great.
Now that it's fall. I was liking Sam Elliott as a lead quite a bit, actually.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. You gotta be in a bit of a mood to watch something like this, I guess. Unless you're completely going in blind and you're just like,
Frogs.
Go to bed now.
Yeah, so I guess you could say that we were totally blown away by this movie.
Good night, folks. Ding.